Yeah, I'm gonna be paying dudes to have sex with me. I know, crazy. Never thought I'd see the day. What's up YouTube, Rhea Sunshine here, and today I'm gonna be going over some of the comments and questions you've left for me about me choosing to do boy-girl videos. So here we go. Disgusting. Well, that one speaks for itself. I don't judge adult entertainers. It's your body, your choice. I'm actually friends with adult performers. They're typically really cool because they are not judgmental and are open to different opinions. I agree. The only thing is I don't think I'd date one. I just know me and I'm a very jealous boyfriend. I don't see it as fair to jump into a relationship that I know will cause problems for her life or mine. I say props to you. I think this is a solid comment, and I think that it's not for everybody. I totally understand why people wouldn't want to date someone who works in the adult industry. A lot of people aren't comfortable with that, and that's totally fine. I think the fact that this person can distinguish between not judging people, but just knowing that like he personally wouldn't want to date one is like great self-awareness and great like non-judgmentalness, great tolerance. Just because like, you know, I preach like not to judge, it doesn't mean that you have to embrace it personally into your life. Like I would never want that for somebody. It's like to each his own, you know? So props. Question is, do you introduce her to your friends, kids, and then take her home to the family for her to meet and have dinner? Well, if you brought me home for dinner, I'd probably eat the whole thing, so you might not want to. But yeah, I mean, this just speaks to the stigma around adult entertainers. To each his or her own. I mean, you know, it's your choice. I like to pretend like I would embarrass people's family or embarrass people in front of their family a lot. It's just funny for me to do, to tease, but in real life, to be real, honestly, I'm like, I think I go over pretty well wherever I go. A lot of times people are surprised if they don't know I'm an adult to begin with. They're very surprised to learn that because I'm kind of like a normal person. Go figure. The stigma of judgment from people towards adult performers in some aspect is due to the multiple of people's sexual acts are performed with. Oh, the fact that they're performed with multiple people. Sexuality is seen as a very personal act to be done in a monogamous relationship. A husband or boyfriend or vice versa have an affair or cheat on their partner, the person doing the cheating is judged. In a different society or country where people aren't so uptight with monogamy, religion plays a part in the US folks' battle cry, the family. I think this is partially true, and I think this also, people assume that like adult performers are dirty. They think it's gross, that people like perform with multiple people. The funny thing is like a lot of adult performers have had sex with fewer partners, even though they've had sex with a variety of people, don't get me wrong, but a handful of them have had sex with like fewer partners than a lot of people just out in the real world who aren't getting paid to have sex. There's a lot of promiscuous people out there, and promiscuity doesn't have to equal like lack of boundaries or hygiene or care or anything. And actually the porn industry is very careful, but more on that later. It's your profession. It's not easy. You have lots of guts for that, especially for women. Thank you. I agree in a sense. I mean, it's definitely not easy, I agree. And I do think that I'm bold in certain ways to do it because it's not like, I don't know. I'm just like bold to put myself out there, I guess. Not everybody would. But yeah, I guess from like inherently like moral point of view, I'm like, I feel like there's nothing wrong with it and I shouldn't be ashamed, so I'm not. I have a question. Do you think it will be difficult to have a serious relationship with you doing girl-boy scenes, unless you're already in one? I dated an exotic dancer once, and at first I didn't think it would bother me, but it unfortunately got to me after a while. Just wondered if you've thought about this. Yeah, I mean, I think no matter what kind of work you do in the adult industry, if you're a stripper, an escort, working in the porn industry, whatever, it's even a cam model, a lot of people do have a problem with that, and it's something you have to work out person to person with boundaries and stuff. It's also like a good way to weed out the people who aren't good matches for you. I mean, in a way, I like make my life really difficult because I like put myself in this really narrow box, but at the same time, I'm exposed to a lot of potentially interested people all the time. So it's kind of like this give and take, I suppose. But it's also like, it kind of like fast forwards you into like only having available options that are like actually truly good fits for you. You know, it's not for everybody, and I totally get that. And trying to like force a square peg in a round hole or whatever that saying is, you know, it's like you can find your matching round holes to go together. Round peg for a round hole. Okay. Totally agree with everything, but there's one style I see as different, and that's the style like kink. Anything that humiliates women or men for that matter, I don't understand or agree with. Okay, so I respect your point of view, and I think it makes sense that it would turn you off. Certain people are turned off by different things that might turn others on, and that's totally cool. For me, honestly, I'm a pretty kinky person, so I'll have to take the counter argument for this one and be like, to each her own. But for real, like I actually do like a lot of certain types of like humiliation scenes, power plays, bondage, things like that. I actually think can be erotic, but it has to be done, for me personally, it has to be done by my choice. Like, especially if I'm the one being degraded or something, I want being degraded. So in shooting those kinds of scenes, it would be something that I would plan out and agree to in advance. That's what I do for all my scenes. And I hope that most other performers do this as well. They only shoot the type of content that they want to shoot. If it's something like that, it's something that I'm totally into playing that role, or vice versa. Like I would not want to be mean to someone randomly in person, but like tell me that it's your kink for me to verbally shit all over you, and I will have so much fun doing it. Body to body contact is at an all-time low, and there will be none of that. And if you don't like that, then you will be incarcerated for coronavirus exposure with endangerment toward the next room up to the next counties and countries. I'm not exactly sure what this one means fully, but I do want to touch on like the COVID shit is part of testing, and with the adult industry to be really careful, full sanitization measures, and also testing before every single shoot for COVID, and of course full STD panel as per usual. Adult performers are really good about getting tests all the time, every 2 weeks at least. And also because of that, like you're really careful how you practice sex. If you practice sex outside of shooting at all, that you're really careful doing safe sex, having your partners get tested even if they're not shooting content with you, because it's your body, your career, and your livelihood. So adult performers are actually like pretty on top of that. So COVID testing just gets added to it, and it's like same thing. Oh wait, there's more. Anyone that says coronavirus is a hoax or laughing about the porno industry is like, it's okay, forget about those porn stars. That is not the way it is. And if you think it's funny to be porno star, then you are sadly mistaken. As long as it's free, you're better than all the OnlyFans girls out there. Where to even start with this one? You know I'm on OnlyFans, right? And it's not gonna be free. I will have like some free teasers like I do, but yeah, no, it's my job. I don't get paid to do it, but I charge, and that's how I make money. I've invested over 100 grand just in like equipment alone, so sorry dude, it's not free. Oh, and one more thing, Rhea. Right now, there is so much division between men and women in all areas. People aren't even having as much sex these days because of all the brainwashing, honestly, I believe, targeted at women. In order for a woman to really enjoy sex, she has to get rid of all the negative stigmas in her mind to allow herself to feel free to enjoy herself sexually. So your videos could show to women and men, for that matter, what it looks like to really enjoy yourself on a big, hard, and let yourself enjoy a man, putting all the mental barriers aside. I think this is what you want to do, and what I have wanted you to do, because I feel that energy from you, Open Right. This is what you want to do because I want you to do it. I love it. why you used and sell your body for other people's fun. Haven't you any self-respect in why you do this? Because men's are just used your body and throw women like you as trash and nothing. So first get some self-respect in life is more valuable than money. Hope you understand. Okay, so I respect myself, and I don't think that there's any disrespect for myself or my body for doing adult work. It's clear that you think that it shouldn't be respected, but I don't know why, just because people use it for sexual pleasure, why that has to mean that you're throwing your body away. I actually think it's really empowering because I'm using something, you know, people have always thought I was hot. For as long as I can remember, I got hit on a lot, whether I wanted it or not. And so I'm capitalizing on what God and my surgeon gave me. Okay. And to me, it's like empowering. I totally respect myself by doing this, not the opposite. Oh, and in fact, I feel like I have to have like even more self-respect. Like it gives me more self-respect because I know that other people don't respect me, and like the hypocrisy of that, and just knowing that like I'm doing this because I want to, even though other people look down on it, gives me more self-respect because it doesn't matter what other people think. Of course, I love the compliments and the praise, and of course I couldn't do it if people didn't like it. So obviously there's a market for it. It's just ironic that in general society looks down on you, yet they still consume it. So to me, it's like extra empowering because like society shits on you, but you're like, that's okay, I still got it, I'm gonna be me. So how are you getting your male-female talent? Okay, so I had this question a few different ways, but basically I will be paying performers to work with me. I've worked with females a handful of times before, other performers, and we've always done content trades, so we both own the content. Since the boy girl is in such demand, at least for a while, I will be the sole producer of these videos. You can only get it from me, not the male talent, so I'll be paying the male talent's rate in order to use them for the video. Yeah, I'm gonna be paying dudes to have sex with me. I know, crazy, never thought I'd see the day. Easy money. This is in response to why I'm doing porn, and easy money, it's anything but easy money. I mean, I don't even know where to start. I feel like if you comment this, you probably won't listen to this anyway, so whatever. But for what it's worth, it's not easy. Just the stigma alone is like a lifetime commitment. You're judged against for everything from housing to which banks you use. Most banks don't even let you use them. Like, it's insane how much you're stigmatized, like in regular society even, and it's legal for them to do so. It's just, you know, it's a choice I'm making, you know. It's like I'm not a victim here, but it's a big choice. You are stigmatized. I would not call that easy. You have to like keep your body on lock, which is not easy. You have to deal with constant crazies on the internet which is not easy. And then you have to like produce it all. You can't just sit back and like sleep. Like you gotta work on your shit. You gotta promote. Like I do marketing, editing, shooting, hiring different people once you get bigger so that you can keep up with production and maintaining the platforms and engaging with fans. Like the list goes on and on. I mean, YouTube itself, I don't get paid for doing YouTube. I literally do it for branding. So that gives you a window into like how much work it is. I wouldn't call it easy. People's true colors are really showing during this pandemic. I wasn't sure what she meant at first. I was like, is that a slight against me? Or is she like trying to call out people in the comments? I'm not sure. But then, are you serious? I guess she's talking about me. I don't know, girl. I don't know what I did to you, but yeah, I'm serious. I don't know, maybe you're new around here, but yes, I am an adult model, adult content creator, and yes, I'm shooting boy-girl videos, and it has nothing to do with the pandemic. I actually had this in the works before all of this craziness happened. After all this time, it turns out it was all about the money. I'm not sure how you got that from my video, why I'm doing porn, but interesting interpretation. Get laid and get paid, yo. Pretty much. What's your name so I can Google you? That would be Rhea Sunshine. Hi, Rhea Sunshine. You should quit all that happy nonsense and let me take care of everything. Fresh mountain air, beautiful scenery, wildlife everywhere. Rivers, mountains, lakes, spring water, beautiful architecture of stone and giant wooden beams. It is so beautiful when inside it's like being outside. You can bathe in your luxury stone, granite, and marble paths, indoor, outdoor kitchen with big fire pit for roasting anything you want. Candles, torches, light prisms, surrounded by plants and flowers and edibles. Even with a beautiful workout station next to the waterfalls, colored lights, amazing live music. You could sip your drink of hot cocoa. Well, as pleasant as that amazing scene is that you described, this whole idea of like, quit your life and I'll save you is like super, super turn off to me personally, because I mean, I'm not gonna lie, you painted a very nice picture, but like, if I quit my job to go there, then I'm just working for you 24 hours a day instead of working on my own terms. So I would rather like get that for myself. Why? Girl, you're going to regret it just like Khalifa did. I wish you the best and happiness though. Ironic to me that your name has empath in it, but you assuming that you know how I'm gonna feel before I even do anything or feel it? I don't know. But yeah, no, thanks for your concern. I think that's kind of seems like a blanket statement of like porn bad. Porn performers must not like porn. You know, to each her own once again, and it's not for everybody. And also I'm not doing it like she did at all whatsoever. First of all, I've already been in the industry way longer than she ever was. Second of all, I've always done it myself and she shot with mainstream companies and I'm not doing that. So yeah, I mean, it's different, very different scenarios, and I want to do it because I want to do it. It's up to you for sure, but I thought about this and I think you should consider just girl if you're attracted to them. Less chance of disease. I know guys are tested, but I don't think that's accurate, and guys aren't tested every day, are they? And even if you have them wear a condom, there is still the oral part and things like genital warts. People can just carry the virus for life and may not even know it, for example. Plus, if you ever meet Mr. Right someday, it may be less of a problem. It be less of a problem, history playing in his mind. The average guy is going to think, man, how many guys has she been with? Just my male 52-year-old observation and opinion. Do what you want. I think you're hot as F. Okay, so many things. First of all, your information on how diseases spread and like male, female is incorrect. Girl on girl can very easily transmit STDs as well. And women are tested in the industry, guys are tested in the industry, everyone in the industry is tested before a shoot. And like I said before, you're really careful with who you're sleeping with, how you're sleeping with them, all that stuff. You're actually a lot more safe than a lot of promiscuous people who aren't in the adult industry. So there's that. And then beyond that, I mean, think about how many people barely ever get tested that are just promiscuous out and about in life, who just have a fling here or there and not getting tested all the time and not getting tested before the flings either. In the adult industry, it's like, you just don't, like, most people don't go out for like casual flings the same way and like are just like, you know, all cares like thrown out the window because you know that it's your livelihood, so you're really careful about it. Also, as far as the guys, like, I do not want to base my decisions based on what I think some guy would want for me. Like, to me, that's really disempowering, and that's, you know, I understand that it definitely limits your options, and I understand people having their own opinions about it, but that's totally fine with me because I'm content in my heart with how I am. There's many people out there who understand and accept me for who I am and how many dicks I've sucked. They might even like it. I'm proud that you're taking the step you are, but I just want to ask if it's really going to make you comfortable. I mean, your solo videos are great. I just don't want to see you bend to peer pressure, for lack of better terms. The only thing I want for you is to be happy doing what you're planning to do. If not, please don't think that any of us will just turn our backs on you. All I ask is you stay true to yourself. That's very nice of you. I mean, honestly, from that comment, the only peer pressure I get is like this feeling of like, you must not want to do it, which I don't know why I would do it if I didn't want to do it. So yeah, I mean, people have asked me for boy girl content for years and years and years. People have asked me to pay to sleep with them for years and years and years, and I still don't do it because that's just not something I want to do. So yeah, I do what I want. I don't do what I don't want. There's no price that can change that. That's that. Rhea Sunshine, you are no virgin at all either. I crack myself up sometimes. When will it be released? On what sites? And who are you going to be working with? When will it be released is to be determined, sometime hopefully soon. I still haven't shot it, working on getting that set up. Platforms, I'll be distributing my boy girl content. You know, I'm on all the platforms, Model Hub, ManyVids, OnlyFans, all that good stuff. So it will be dispersed accordingly. And who I'm working with is still a surprise, but there'll be a variety of performers. I just lost my respect to you. Unfollow. Bye. Let's see, regular dudes. Overall the monster. Let's see how big we can stuff it in, dudes. Just a thought. Good luck with it. I plan to use a variety of sizes and dudes, you know. Different dudes come with different props. So yeah, I'll have at it. No comment except you lied. Disappointed. Stay safe and protect yourself. I'm pretty sure this person has been talking to scammers for like ever. I'm pretty sure this name I've told multiple times, like, hey, I tried to explain that to them, still not listening. I don't know what to do, but I'll just put it here to the world to say I'm pretty sure this person doesn't listen to me and is just talking to scammers and won't believe me when I try to be nice and tell them that they are. Rhea could have done solo projects for the rest of her career and still would have been successful. She's going to make bank. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Will you be doing mainstream, BG, or just for OnlyFans? You say just for OnlyFans, like it's a bad thing. But no, I don't plan on shooting with big production companies. I plan to do it all myself, so it will be self-released. But you know, I use OnlyFans, I use ManyVids, I use Model Hub, all that stuff. So I will be releasing it through those platforms, but I don't plan on shooting mainstream companies. I had to back out of watching your content. The reason is because I always enjoyed seeing just you. Your puss, your choice, I respect that, and good luck. Thank you for the respect, and I get it that you have your preferences. And the good news is I still have tons of solo and girl content if that's your jam, and you can still enjoy it. That concludes our little session of me reacting to your guys' comments. As always, comment below, let me know what you think, and let me know if there's more you want me to comment on, more you want me to share. I have fun doing this, and I have a lot of fun talking about issues like stigma and all that jazz. So comment below. Also let me know your questions and what kind of videos you'd like to see in this series as I'm showing you the behind the scenes on my road to D. Mwah! Subscribe, hit the bell notification so you are notified when my videos go live.